Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new season of AF1 and a new era. We're with the Delawa F317s, and round one is at the Red Bull Ring. Welcome one and all, my name is Josh Brooks. Thank you very much for joining us. I am super excited for this. It's the return of Lowy once again for Season 7 to try and mount another championship challenge. This season he's got more challenges trying to chase him down. Not necessarily the same ones, but they're new ones. We've got Rubber, Ludwig Eriksson, trying to find his way to a title after failing in the last two seasons. Jack Olivier, reigning AF1 champion, is here this season as well. And some new faces. We'll take a look at practice times as it just comes to a close. But at the minute, we're seeing Jack Olivier on top. Rubber 9 is there in second place. Lowy is there in third. That is a shock. Fern is fourth, looking very strong. Same too for Riley, a newcomer for AF1 this season. Miguel Costa is P6 at the minute. Next to Ruben Andrade, Jake Feemster, and Thomas Cameron. And Adam Roshik rounding out the top 10. Now, the big thing here, the new format for AF1, it's slightly different. We've got 33 laps of racing ahead of us today around the Red Bull Ring. We'll just switch to Jack Olivier as he's heading around the track at the minute. The big thing for AF1 this season is a refueling ban, as Lowy goes to top by 9 thousandths of a second. Refueling is banned for this season. However, it's not during practice and quali, obviously. We can't really stop that. So the times you see there may not necessarily be representative. So take a look at that. Take it with a pinch of salt. But obviously it's fairly certain, you know, Lowy and Olivier at top and the Rubber as well. Yeah, you can, that makes sense. But at this stage, people like Riley and Costa and Andrade are a bit of a question mark. So we'll see how they do as we go to qualifying in just a couple of minutes' time. We have 15 minutes of qualifying before we head to a 33-lap race. Tyre changes are expected. We're expecting either 1 stops or 2 stops as we go through this season. Pit stops are mandatory, so you do have to stop, but you don't have to stop. You cannot add fuel. So what you put in for fuel at the start is what you have to have for the whole of the race. Jack Olivier looking to be on a very good lap, or he was until he decides to go for the pit lane. So that will be the end of practice. Anybody else yet to cross the line? We have Noplai, who's got to cross the line, but he's currently coming. He's just come through turn 1, so that's probably the end of that for now. Then, so it is Lowy on top for this first practice session. Qualifying, as I say, is just a couple of minutes. So let's take you through the calendar for this season. We've got 8 rounds over the next 8 weeks. Red Bull Ring today. We got Hockenheim next week. For 31 laps with the Hockenheim Ring. Suzuka makes up round 3, and then we go to Buenos Aires for round 4 for a little bit of a quirky, or that's at least a start to the quirkiness of AF1 this season. Round 5, 61 laps of the Norris Ring. Hell yeah! You've got to join for that one. That's on the 1st of August. Imola, and return to Imola on the 8th of August. Then Road Atlanta for the 15th of August, round 7, and the season finale. We are going to recreate the Formula 3 World Cup. We're going to Macau for the season finale on the 22nd of August. You absolutely have to join that. Just going into overtime now for practice. So qualifying should be in a few seconds' time. Let's go through the teams and drivers for this season. It's basically an opportunity to show off some of the skins we have for this season. We've got, let's turn on driver names. We have Lowy, who's driving with a default skin for now. Here is Mario Weigel in a banana boat racing car. Loving the bamboo front wing. Hopefully it's a bit stronger than bamboo. Fair trade. That's nice to see. Acoustico. Felipe Contreras driving the now iconic Mongols racing car in Assetto Corsa. Looks great with the blue and orange. Jake Feemster is Lowy's teammate. They're driving for... I can't find them. Where are they? Yes, Lugas Racing. They're driving the Lugas Racing this season. Go back a few. We got Trader Joe, another sort of mostly orange car. It's slightly sort of McLaren-esque sort of car. They're driving for Macca Racing. No, they're not. Where are they? In Moas Racing, rather. Matty Labiak in the also iconic River Racing car, the British Racing green, white and black car. Rubber 9 for Macca Racing, the number 9 car. Qualifying is underway. Adam Roshek will get away slowly, but he'll get away as well. There's Fern, we've got Noply. We'll take you through the rest as we go through the grid. As we head through the session, a mad dash for the exit for 4 drivers. Lowy is second in that pack. But we are underway with AF1 Season 7 for qualifying. 20 minutes, I do apologise. It's 20 minutes of qualifying to start us off. Who's going to make the best first impression on this new season and a new era of AF1? Still a few cars opting not to go out just yet. Maybe a wise decision. We'll see. Here's Lowy. He's battling with Labiak to try and get some track position at the start of qualifying. And away we go. So let's ride on board with Lowe for his first lap and see what I can tell you about this Red Bull Ring that you probably already don't know from the F1 that you saw a couple of hours ago. Bit of entry curb. Don't touch the sausage on the exit because that will really unsettle these F317s. Up the hill now for Lowy. No DRS on on these cars. Keep left again. Maybe use a bit of entry curb on the left to get a wider run. But it could unsettle your braking. Maybe. It seems like from the driver's feedback, lockups are difficult. Out of turn 3. Now starting to come downhill towards turn 4, downhill braking zone. Braking around about where, yeah, just before the Rauch village. Good luck. Immediately pulls to the right to get the tight line through turn 5. Again, use curb for turn 6 on entry. Gets a little bit unsettled over the apex in the middle. Now turn 7. Has to back out of it. It seems like flat could be possible through there. Turn 8 is absolutely pointless. 2 corners to go. Jack Olivier is looking stronger than Lowy at the minute through turn 9. Turn 10. Again a little unsettled, but otherwise keeps it planted, makes the apex towards the line now. Lobel's at the first time of season 7, and we get a 1:23.2. Now we were seeing times 1:22.7 at the end of practice. Here comes Jack Olivier and trounces it. There it is, a 22.7. That's what we're expecting. 22.7, half a second, puts Olivier in the lead of this race, in the lead of qualifying. Charles Bertrand goes P2 with a 23.2. He's been a bit of a surprise name recently. I said, sorry, who's up top? And Charles Bertrand's name came up, which is, it's a nice surprise to see. He's driving for BMW Macca Racing. He is teammate to Lucas Weber this season. So he doesn't make those sorts of mistakes in the race later on. Fern P4, Mario Fonseca P5, but there's a big gap between P4 and P5 that needs to be filled. Can it be filled by someone like Ruben Andrade? Lowy's just done a purple sector 2. He has gone green in the first sector. It's been 2 weeks since I've done commentary, and I feel a little rusty. Over the line for Ruben Andrade. Drops down places. Interesting. Good job, program. Lowy. Can he beat the 22.7 and move to the top of the times? Yes, he can by 4/10. It's a 22.3. Matty Labiak goes to P5. Good lap from him, a 24.5, but it is 2.2 seconds off. But it is seeming like there's at least 2 packs, maybe even 3. The top 3: Lowy, Olivier and Bertrand, then Fern, Roshek and Thomas Cameron's in there as well, and then the rest. We'll see how it plays out. Lowy has done another purple in the first sector. It's a 19.5 in the first sector this time. Jack Olivier has gone orange, or either yellow. He hasn't improved. Rubber goes to P3, almost spins it on the exit of turn 3. What can Fern do? He's coming through turn 6 now. That's a car going off. That looks like that is Trader Joe, number 19 car. That's Trader Joe in the Moas racing car. Admin says the power of Christ compels you. Lowy. The power of Lowy has compelled him to go for 22-1. On pole now. Fern improves by 2/10, stays P5. Roshek improves, stays P6. Still waiting on Vermeems and Andrade, left to set a time. Same to for Riley, Feemster and Costa. 21 drivers for this first race. In fact, that's 22 drivers because Lucas Faber's in this as well, hopefully. Makes for an excellent first round. Speaking of which, here comes Miguel Costa. He looked really strong in practice. He's in the +5 racing car, well-known car from AF3 by now. We're going to get him on the board. Yes, we do. P6 for Miguel Costa. He's looking really strong in these F317s. I'm not going to lie. He's actually looking genuinely strong. Tries to save it, fails to save it. But we can't see the full thing because it's blocked by a Red Bull Mobile barrier. So thank you for that. That might be the best one to go for, I think. Best camera angle. Spin for Jack Olivier. No improvement this time. Rubber is coming through the final corner. Acoustico goes to P14. It's Contreras. Rubber, no improvement this time. There's a huge gaggle of cars coming around next. Next one of these is Mario Weigel, Cano. Does improve, P15. Behind that, Fonseca goes to P8. Vermeems has stopped on track. Noplai. No improvement from him. Cheesy Maniac is up next, or just Cheesy. He's driving the Mongols car. Stays P3. It's a bit quite close to P11 right now. Chabatron has stopped and he's going straight away again. 12 minutes left. Matti Leviak is up next, currently P10. 2.4 seconds off the pole time, but that is by no means representative of his skill, considering Low is an alien. Improves to P7, a 23.7 from Lebiak. Significant improvement there. Already 100% grip, so that's no issue. You just got to go out and get it. Feemster, P6, 23.3. Best of the rest looks to be really close. It's looking like Fern is probably going to be the best of the rest of the minute. There's plenty of people from 5th down to 10th, all in that battle. Trader Joe has stopped on track. This is on the exit of turn 8. I could just see on the minimap. Jack Olivier is up next. He is just starting a flying lap now. Anybody setting personal bests at the minute? Let's look at Cheesy Maniac. He's looking okay at the minute. Coming out of turn 8. See how he takes turn 9. Chunks of curve through turn 9. And again through turn 10. That will surely be an invalid lap from Cheesy as he comes to the line. And it was, yes, it was an invalid lap there through turn 10. And spin at turn 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Jack Olivier. No improvement on his lap time so far, but he is doing a 19.6. That's where Rubber and Lowy are all doing. They're all very consistent through the first sector. I mean, bear in mind there is only one corner, but still. Okay, 2 if you want to pick it. Through turn 6 and 7 now. Late apex again clips that inside apex just like Lowy did, just to unsettle the car. Feemster, P5 at the minute. Stops on track immediately. Be happy with that for now. But he's got enough pace, I reckon, to maybe get up to P3. Maybe for a front row start if he pushes it. Rubber improves. P2, 22.7 from him. Jack Olivier, final corner. And he improved from what is now P3. Andrade, P6 now. No improvement from Olivier this time. Is that because it went invalid? It did, yes. Lowy has done a purple second sector. He's coming to the line now. Is he going to go? Are we going to see a 21? No, we don't see a 21. He's yellowed the third sector, so no improvement from him. Vivals, P9, instantly stops on track. Charbatron is on a personal best second sector as he passes Adam Roshek there. 2 corners to go, plenty of track in front of him. Without any cars on it, at least. Oh, throws it through turn 10, rear end stepping out properly. Over the line, this looks good through the first 2 sectors. It is an improvement, but it stays P4, 8/10 off now, 22.9s into 22s is Charbatron. A proper underdog. My money's on I've got to support Charbatron this season. A proper underdog if ever I've seen one. Lowy has once again purpled the first sector. It's 19.5 this time from Lowy in the first sector. Thank you to all 10 of you who have joined us for this. Should be a really exciting race. I'm really looking forward to it. Any more personal bests? Cano has just improved to it stays P15, 24.5 from him. An improvement from Trainer Joe puts him to P18 from 24.7. I think I saw TC Gaming. No, he didn't improve there. Acoustico was on a personal best, but he went to the pits. Max Vermeer currently in last place. Actually, no, Lucas Faber's last place. It's very reminiscent of AF1 in Laguna Seca last season. He didn't do any practice turning up and he ended up last. That looked pretty stable over the bumps. Charbatron improves to P2 as Lowy does a 21. 21.8 from Lowy. Bertrand on the front row. Unbelievable. Super close still between P3 and P4. Neither Rubber nor Olivier finding any time at the minute. Not play. P19 now, 24.7. Actually, Labiak squeezing him a little bit. Lowy again finding more time. Where is Lowy finding this? That's another 2/10. 1 corner left. This will be a 19.6, I reckon. Sorry, 21.6 rather. No, it is 21.6. 8/10 faster than anybody else. Charbatron is the only driver within a second of Lowy. Trainer Joe improves to P15. Points go down to P15, and there is 1 point on offer for pole in this qualifying session. 6.5 minutes left in qualifying. And it's Lowy that's trouncing everybody else. Here's Charbatron. Good evening, G750. How you doing? Good to see you. I feel like it's been a while. I mean, I've been gone a long while from streaming an AF. It's been about 3 weeks, I think, since the Indy 250. Here's Fern. Rubber's got a good second sector going, so let's have a look how he's faring. Oh, he's down. He's still up on his time. That's down about 3/4 of a second by this point, so he's still got a quarter of a second to not lose in this final sector. I don't know what that line was. Was that taking the late pit exit entry for... I don't even know who that was. He's disappeared off my map. But rubber does not improve. 22.8 from him. He lost 4 tenths in the final sector. And he will definitely go for another lap. We see any more improvements from anybody? No one seems to be improving now. Let's have a look at Riley. He looked really strong in practice. So I suspect, well, some of the drivers were running higher fuel loads. Riley was running a really low fuel load. Gotta say, he was up to he's in the top 10, wasn't he? He was in the top 10 in practice. He's P14 now with a 24.3 at the minute. Good first sector and a good second sector in fact as well. It's about a second off, but it's still a big improvement from where he is at the minute. So he could move into the top 10 here. He doesn't need a lot to move into the top 10. 4.5 minutes left in qualifying. Oh, is that too wide? Is Riley going to have an invalidated lap there? This will be an improvement for Riley, surely. Was it? Oh! By 9 thousandths. He missed out. So he will give it another go, absolutely. Charbotron is next to come over the line. He's made no improvement on this lap. 23.8 from him on this lap. That's 1.3 seconds down from where he normally, from his best time. Anybody on a good lap? Lucas Weber finally making some progress in a car that suddenly makes this car look more like a Formula BMW than a Lower 317. That's a car in the way. It's one of the Mongols' cars in the way of Lowe's fast lap. So Lucas's fast lap. There we go. Does an Albon. Goes across the gravel there. Jake Feamster stopped on track from P5. This is an improvement from Lucas in the second sector. It's not a personal best. It's a high 34. He needs to be in the low 34s to be on pace with Lowy, but this could still be a decent enough time to make an improvement. He's 1.5 seconds down on pole at the minute with 1 sector to go, and that sector's at like 3 corners. So Lucas Weber, does he improve from P15 in a minute? He does. Goes to P12, 23.7 there. Next up in line is going to be Fern, currently P7. Most guys will be starting laps by this point. Miguel Costa next, P8. What about Adam Roshek, P11 at the minute? He's on an out lap. Got to scroll through this quickly. Riley will be starting his lap as well. He's got TC Gaming, that's Tom's camera behind him. No problem from him, 24.3 from him. Fonseca next. P13 at the minute. 24.1 to beat. 25.4 from him that lap. Lucas Weber once again has done a personal best first sector. Half a second down on the pole time. To 19.9 in the first sector. Second sector is another green sector, 34.8. Lowe's not improving at the minute, so 21.5 is unlikely at the minute. It's a good second sector. Oh, but way wide. He's gone to the pits. He hasn't got enough time. He's run out of time. He should have stayed and done it. He should have stayed and done another lap. He's run out of time to do another lap. That's the end of Lucas Weber's quali. Vivals has spun it on the exit of turn 3. Very easily done. I feel so rusty commentating. Thomas Cameron is on a good lap. P14 at the minute. That's only 1.5 down. That's at the minute putting enough for P5. We're not seeing any improvements from Lowy. In fact, TC Games decided not to finish his lap. Why? Why? Did it go invalid, I suppose? That's the only thing I can think of that would be a reason for aborting a personal best lap. No one else is on any improvements. No improvements at the minute. I can't English today. What about Miguel Costa? We've got a good first sector, it seems. Oh, it's invalid, never mind. What about... Charbatron, maybe? Perhaps. Fairly weak first couple of sectors. He's not going to have enough time to start another one either. So unless he really, really pushes and magically finds like 6/10 out of nowhere, this is going to be it. We're going to have a fairly anticlimactic end to qualifying. Lowy will start on pole for his home race in Austria. Yeah, he's breaking before the line, yeah. Boop. There we go. Stays P2, but an excellent front row start for Charbatron at the minute. Fonseca was doing so well, but he spun it on the exit of turn 5. Vivolfs is doing a personal best first sector, so let's see how he does. He's coming towards turn 4 at the minute. Anybody else on a good lap? Roman Nesh is on a good lap. We haven't spoken about him so far. He's driving the banana boat car with the bamboo wings. 1 corner to go. This looks strong. It's 1.4 down so far, so this could be a top 10. It's not quite. It's P13, a 23.8 from Roman Nesh. Lucas Weber was never going to get a lap in, but he has done a personal best. Is he going to have a valid lap? He might have a valid lap here. How the hell did he make the lap? We'll see if it comes to anything, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. In front of that is Fern. Huh? Yeah, in front of that is Fern apparently. So I don't know if that's going to count, but Lucas Weber apparently has not crossed the line. So this might count. So we'll see how he does. He's got his first sector was good, his second sector not so good, but it could still be an improvement if as he crosses the line it counts towards his qualifying. 1 corner to go for Lucas Weber. Any last minute improvement. Be difficult to cut any corners to gain any time. Is it an improvement from Lucas Weber? It is. He goes P9. I don't know how he managed to make it to the line. He exited the pits with like a minute 19 to go. It's a good thing you don't have to save those tyres. So it is Lowy on pole for the first round of Season 7. Charbatron starts an excellent P2. Then Rubber and Jack Olivier. Are they teammates this season? Definitely did research beforehand. No, they're not. Joao Guerra is the Macca Racing teammate for Ludwig Eriksson. Jack Olivier is driving for Father-Son Race. Oh yeah, he's driving for the Father-Son team. His father is his teammate this season, which is an excellent story. He's not here today. The admins showing their deserved appreciation for Charbatron for that excellent lap. Oh yeah, forget two godlikes can't race together. It's only fair. It's only fair. Where's Lowy? He's on the front. Oh, who put the time to 2 minutes between sessions? Oh, Lipsy or Polly or somebody. Just a quick run through of all the drivers. There's Acoustico, Feebster, Trader Joe, Matty Laviak. There's Rubber 9, Adam Roshek. There's Fern, Noply. There's Thomas Cameron, Mario Fonseca. We've got Jack Olivier there. There's Roman Nesh, roundabout. Max Memes. I love the front end of that car. That's lovely. V-Wolfs in, I don't know what to describe it as. Looks like an AC Monaco perhaps skin. There's Cheesy on the right. Lucas Faber. They're not starting for the pits, obviously. Ruben Andrade, Miguel Costa, Riley, Charbatron, and By Mythic. Who didn't even set a lap? Why didn't you set a lap? I am angry as team boss of River Racing. So we are a couple of seconds away from the start of the race. Disappointed there's no people in the grandstands that I can look at like I normally would. There are cars. There's some cars here. Are they all BMWs? I can't stop seeing BMWs. So here we go again. Once again, let's go. We're 1 minute away from the start of round 1 of AF1 in Season 7. Lowy is on the front row alongside Charbatron. Then we have Rubber 9 and Jack Olivier. Then Jake Feimster and Ruben Andrade, Fern and Miguel Costa, Lucas Weber and Vivols make up row 5, Matty Leibach and Adam Rushing up row 6, then Roman Nesh and Mario Fonseca, TC Gaming and Riley make up row 8, Credit Joe and Cano on row 9, Cheesy and Noplai on row 10, Acoustico and Vermeems on row 11, and Mythic is on row 12, all on his lonesome. We are 20 seconds away from the start of AF1 in Season 7. Sharbatron on your left. Lowy on the right. Here come the lights. Oh, jump start there from P5. Jump start there from P5. That's Jake Feimster who's going to have to go for a drive-through penalties. Good start from Lowy who maintains P1. Jake Feimster's going to try and take turn 2. He's going to take 3rd place. Sharbatron maintains P2. Otherwise, a mostly clean start. In fact, that is a clean start. Excellent. Excellent to see. But Sharbatron gets away very well. But Lowy has the lead. Behind that, Fern and Andrade side by side for P6. Climbing up the hill towards turn 3. If there's going to be a safety car, it's going to be caused here on lap 1. And there's a little collision now between Fern and Miguel Costa. But otherwise, everyone seems to be away very well. No spins. No spins on lap 1. Sharbatron leads! Sharbatron leads! Oh, Lowy. Lowy's gone deep into turn 4. Rubber's with them as well. Sharbatron's going to go down the inside into turn 5. And Sharbatron is taking the lead of AF1. Briefly. Twice now briefly. Lowy retakes the lead. Rubber is 3rd. Feimster is 4th with the drive-through penalty to serve. Olivier will try and make short work of Jake Feimster to make sure he doesn't get held up. As Rubber is already looking on the back of Sharbatron, and he's going to make a move around the outside at turn 9. Here we go. To the outside, is it going to work? Surely not. Not just yet. It's not over. Sharbatron goes a bit deeper into turn 10. Makes the apex though. Excellent jump to hold him off in P2. Rubber, however, is going to go straight to the inside and look at turn 1. Is Olivier going to wait for it until turn 3 perhaps? Let Rubber have his go? Yes, he will. Rubber goes through for P2 for now. Sharbatron's already back on him, and Olivier might make this 3 wide here. There's a little space in the middle. He's going to go 3 wide. Oh, please let this end well. Olivier's going to have it at the minute. Is it going to be teammates colliding on the exit of turn 3? No, it's not, but Sharbatron's going to switch to the inside. I see people going straight on there. Oh, there is Fern. That's Fern getting whacked off. He managed to keep it in a straight line. That's Weber in the other BMW Macca racing car. Getting all squibbly on the exit of turn 3. Sharbatron gets forced wide at turn 4 and will drop to behind the Jack Olivier and Rubber 9. And all this has given Lowy a 3-second lead. That's the end of that race, but we've got plenty of racing behind. Fern spun off at turn 5. He's going to rejoin badly and collide with... That is Max Vermeems. In the Polaris car. I don't know who else he collided with. Miguel Costa and Vivols very close together. Costa off track a little bit. Vivols is going to have a look, but no. Stays behind for now. Wide goes Matty Leibach, who's made an excellent start again, as he has done for the last couple of seasons in AF1. Goes to P6 from what was he, P10 I think on the grid. Let's run on board with Vivols as we head up the hill towards turn 3. Actually, no, switch to that. Noplai and Adam Roshek. Where's Adam Roshek? No, Roshek has dropped behind Roman Nesh as well now. Feimster's gotten out in a good position. He's only ended up getting out in P20, a second behind Fonseca. This is not over for him. Lucas Weber has done Roshek up the hill as well. P15 for Weber. Oh, Roshek goes deep. Weber collides with Romanesh, and Roshek will take the both of them for P14, surely. There's Romanesh. He's got a bird's eye view of this side-by-side battle between Roshek and Weber. Oh, Roshek squeezing him. Nesh is going to go down the inside of the lot of them. Oh, he's got rear-ending Roshek. They both keep going. Now Weber's got the bird's eye view. Feels like Weber's driving a 2007 BMW driven by Sebastian Vettel in his first race. Weber's collided with Nesh. Oh, and Roshek's had a moment. So Weber takes P14. Cheesy Maniacs on the scene now. P14 is quite the battle. It's only for two points and 1 point. punt to pass indeed in these early stages. We're on lap 4 of 33. Roshek nearly collides with Cheesy's rear end coming towards turn 9. I've missed this. Let's hope we can keep this going. Cheesy gets a little squirrely off the exit of turn 10. Roshek will take P15 back. Acoustico is right there ready to take advantage of his teammates' mistakes. Olivier and Rubber, side by side. They're not on the same team, but they've got very similar liveries as we go down towards turn 3. Rubber's got the inside. Olivier's going to try and swoop around the outside. He's almost spun Rubber. Olivier's almost spun himself. Here comes Charbatron back again. P3 for Charbatron now. Rubber's going to want to get back past pretty quickly. Let's go for an orbit cam view. As Rubber looks to the inside, he is going to dive, surely. He's got a front wing in there. No, does not make the move. Charbatron holds on to P3 now. V-Wolves and Riley are battling for P8. Sorry, that's Riley and Trader Joe rather than P9. A little bit of bump in a margin, but everyone is going in the right direction. That's good. Riley will hold on to P10 for now. It's a good start from Riley, I gotta say. It's his first race in AF1. Looked fairly strong in AF4, but I honestly had no idea what to expect. Again, going wide at turn 9. There are track limits in effect. You get 5 times off track that benefit you. Then you will receive a 5-second penalty, and then a further second for every lap, for every instance of cutting the track after that. Rubber down the inside of Bertrand takes P3 now. Bertrand is right in the slipstream. Surely he's going to try and make a move into turn 3. Looks to the outside. An outside swoop is not out of the question. Maybe it's going to turn into a cutback. Here it comes. Jack Olivier's had a moment on turn 3. Olivier's out of this battle for now. That's down to from P2 to P4. Bertrand can now make a move for P2. He's going to look to the outside of turn 4. He's going to go Hamilton against Albon. Or maybe that's vice versa. Cut back again, perhaps? No. Despite spinning off, Olivier is there. He's right there. He's still in this battle. And Andrade has managed to find someone with whom he can bridge the gap. Trader Joe looks down the inside of... In fact, that's Riley down the inside of Trader Joe, who's made it up to P8 now. Excellent move from him. Weber and TC Gaming also battling in the +5 racing car and the BMW Macca racing car, irrespectively. Oh, and Andrade's got past Olivier through turn 8, through turn 7 and 8. This is not helping Jacques Olivier. He needs to be with that battle with Rubber and Bertrand. Rubber's gone off at turn 10 briefly. Charles Bertrand back up to P2. Faultless so far from Charles Bertrand in his race today at Red Bull Ring. Excellent start. Plenty of battling. 8 seconds after 6 laps is Lowy. Oh. So Lowy's already won the championship, but P2 is looking like he's going to be a ding-dong battle all the way through the season. You can't even see Lowy up ahead. He's already cleared off. We've got a 4-way battle for P2. Bertrand, Rubber, Andrade and Olivier. And it all depends. It kind of all depends on how well you can get out of turn number 3. Cano has gone off at turn 1 and he's face first into the wall. He's going to rejoin badly. He's almost taken on his teammate with the rejoin. Have people forgotten how to do rejoins? I know it's been a while, but yeah. Olivier's passed Andrade now for P4. Cheesy and Roshek battling for P14. There's plenty of battling going on in the midfield. It was a great start. Roman Nesh has stopped the train. He's come together with his teammate. Is that payback, I wonder? Shenanigans going on between the two banana boat racing cars. Oh dear. Charbatron is holding on to this P2 at the minute, but Robert is trying to chase him down. It's another moment at turn 3. Fastest lap for Lowy at 20... not turn 3, turn 9. Costa has dropped off the face of the earth. He's spun at turn 7. He was doing so well at the start of this race! How many times are you going to give me a bloody heart attack? Fern almost gets wiped out by Costa. That reminds me of that car that got launched at turn 8 at Red Bull Ring that one time. I highly recommend you watch that. Everyone was fine, I think. It was, I think Pedro Piquet was involved, and maybe even Stroll or Giovinazzi were involved in that as well. Vivels looking very large in the mirrors of Matty Labiak. Oh! Vivels brake too late. Wiped the rear of Matty Labiak. Always wipe. Always wipe. Don't know why I said that. Olivier's in the grass! On the gravel! He's going to drop behind it. Andrade now for P5. Olivier's race, you would have thought he'd be challenging for the lead. Instead, he's struggling to make any positions beyond P4 because of either mistakes or just collisions and incidents. Let's call them incidents. 23.7 from Lowy that lap. Let's compare that to these two, Bertrand and Rubber, who are in a bit of a battle. So Rubber will be a little bit slower. 23 from Lowy, 24.3 from Bertrand, 24.5 from Rubber. So it's about 6 tenths to 8 tenths per lap slower, or at least either 6 tenths to 8 tenths a lap faster for Lowy each lap. That's hard to think about. Not Ply. Definitely not driving a BMW Macca racing car. I think he's in reserve this season. Same to Lucas Weber, however, is a BMW Macca car. No, I want to look at this. V-Wolfs, TC Gaming. In about P11, V-Wolfs were doing really well until he rear-ended Matthew Leibert on the previous lap. We're only on lap 8. So much has happened and we're only on lap 8. We've got 33 laps of this. Oh, where's Weber? Weber's spun it at turn 3. I didn't even see him as the TV cameras passed. And now he's going to have to battle for the remaining points. He's got Cheesy, Fonseca and Adam Roshek all going to pass him now. Or maybe just one of them or two of them. Oh! Cheesy slams the door shut. Good evening, Mattia. How are you doing? And good evening, Propofol. You're not too late, but you have missed a lot. Weber spun it! Oh! And he's collected Roshek. Costa will take P16. Thank you very much. Fern, who got taken out a couple of times, has managed to recover and he's now back in the points. Jack Olivier has done a personal best from P5. That's a 23.4. That is only 2 tenths slower than Lowy's best time. It's the second fastest guy on track right now. Only a handful of drivers in the 23s. He managed to cash back up to the back of Andrade. I'm not entirely sure when pit stops are going to be. I would think half distance, but it kind of depends. If the tyres don't last half distance, we could end up seeing a 2-stop strategy. And won't that be tasty? Jake Feemster. Let's run on board with him. Here's his view from P12. Plenty of fun to be had ahead for him. He'll be relishing that opportunity, or maybe ruining the fact that he could have been higher, and he was higher, running P5 earlier on. Refueling is banned for this season. There is no need to refuel. Refueling is banned. So it's only tyre stops. Olivier! Oh, Andrade had a mistake out of turn 9. Olivier was looking proper racy through turn 9 as well, with a bit of rear end slippage. We do a little slipping. So Andrade will sit behind and follow again for a little bit. Feemster has passed Andrade as before turn 9. Must be about run out of turn 7 for Thomas Cameron there. I gotta say, Patron is still doing a stunning job in holding off some really big guns in the form of Ludwig Eriksson and Jack Olivier, P3 and P4. Oh, V-Wolf's exit stage left! A snap of oversteer on exit, and it's just a firm yeet into the wall, face first. Front wing damage for sure. Miguel Costa is probably going to catch up to V-Wolf. He was running quite well earlier on. As I said a few minutes ago, he was running back in P6 just 3 laps ago. Rubber seems to have this thing where he closes up, and he makes a small mistake, and he drops back to about 1.5 seconds again, and he pulls it back. He keeps doing it. So we'll see how that plays out and see if he can sort of get his act together. Come on, Rubber, get your act together. He keeps going wide at turn 9. That is really going to bite later on. I mean, if he does it 11 times, it's still only going to make him like P5, but still. I mean, anything could happen. We could still have safety cars. There are enough people close together for safety cars to potentially be a factor even later on into this race. You wouldn't normally have that unless we're on an oval course early on in this season. My ping is starting to struggle. I can hear my parents have Netflix on downstairs, so I'm going to go and tap on the floor. And hope they get the message. Fern, very close to Cheesy, who's done well from the back of the grid. And Fern's done well to recover from the back of the grid after being taken out early on in the race. A little moment of oversteer next to for Cheesy, a little bit more, a little bit less confident than Fern coming out of turn 1, and Fern will take full advantage. Outside for 2, turns into inside for 3, tap of the wheels, and it's... Oh! That was like a MotoGP crash there. You know, that one where Rossi nearly got beheaded. Slow gravel. Slow rejoin point. Fern's going to rejoin right in the way of Ramanesh. Oh, there's already so many reports from Saturday. I want a life on Monday evening. There's Cheesy going slowly still. He's managed to rejoin now. As Vebols. It's a good battle. Look at this. This is a great battle. P13! I thought he'd got rear-ended there. That's just my ping. That's just some sort of form of ping. Yes, that's my ping. Harder bang on the floor. Starting on with Adam Roshek. Catching up to Vebols and Miguel Costa. Miguel Costa was running better in qualifying. But he's dropped back again. He's now P30. It seems to be a lot of drivers who have done really well in one lap pace. When you get into the race, other factors come into play, like driving around other people, and that's not always something you can prepare for. Miguel Costa has a huge moment of oversteer on the exit of turn 1. Vebols will take advantage, and maybe Roshek will take that as well. Fern and Cheesy both into pits. This is lap 12. That'll be for damage most likely. So I don't think anything of that just yet. Nobody else into pits so far. Olivier and Rubber battling now. Basically teammates, but not really. And another wheel bang moment between the two. No love lost. Wasn't any love at all. There was a lot of love, but hopefully no love lost between those two. Andrade is thinking, I'm going to have them both. Because they're going to come together. Rubber has a bit of a... Oh, they've done it again! They've tapped! Rubber on the inside got unstable under braking, but that wasn't even the issue. Olivier just turned in on him. And they both get wiped out. Andrade's on the podium now. Last time Andrade was on the podium was about 2 months ago. AF3 season finale in Macau. It's all happening. And this is perfect for Charles Bertrand. He's now got 5 seconds between him and anybody else. Let's change the battle to P9. Thomas Cameron being closed down by Noply, the reserve for today. A fine job so far. I called it. I did call it. I said Andrade's like, I'm going to do them both. And that's how. We've got a perfect bird's eye view of two friends colliding. Double demise for Olivier and Ludwig. Looking forward to next week at Hockenheim. That's going to be so good. Turn 1 is going to be chaos. Miguel Costa he's been looking really strong at times, and he's right on the back of Vebols again. But he gets a little scruffy, a little squirrely, and it's not going. He just ends up sort of falling back a little bit. But he is 4/10. Robert's gone off again. Turn 3 this time again. Matty Labiak sees a Ludwig in the distance. Perhaps there's something to be gained there. Not just yet, at least. Miguel Costa takes a late dive into turn 3. That's beautiful. Beautiful move from Miguel Costa. I wish I could do a replay for that. Lucas Weber, very close to Roman Nesh for the last point. Couldn't do the same as Costa. Vivos has got already side by side down towards turn 4. Can Miguel Costa pull a cut back? Nope, he's going to rear end him a little bit instead. But that might just be my pick. Excellent battling. Rubber's gone off again. That's got to be the end for Rubber. This is at turn 9 now. Your tyres are dead, Rubber. Pit. Pit, for God's sake. Don't keep going. Pit. He's trying desperately to make it a half distance. Is a 2-stop strategy then? Maybe a better option for some people if they can't hold onto their tyres. Look at Costa right on the back of Vivos coming into the fastest corner on the track, turn 9. Fastest proper corner. Riley. I got to give it to Riley. P6 right now. Excellent job. Let's run on board with Miguel Costa. In fact, let's go for an orbit camp because this is going to be super close to turn number 1. Up the hill we go. Textbook. Textbook move. Wonderfully executed. What can Vivos do about it? Is he going to pull the same trick Costa did the lap before into turn 3? He's going to go for the outside. Swoop around the outside. There is room there. Makes it a stick for now. Can Miguel Costa pull back? Turn 4 is coming up next. There's no DRS on any of these cars. This is genuine racing. The purest form. Down the outside. Lucas Weber has spun from P16. We'll switch to that in just a second. See where he's spun off. They're still side by side. Lucas Weber's gone off for turn number 3. We get back to Miguel Costa. He's got the inside for turn 6. And we'll take that position. P12 now for Miguel Costa. Let's see if we can hold on to that. Jake Feemster was very close to Riley. I think that's because Riley's pitting. Yes, Riley is into the pits. That would be the first stop that I would consider to be a strategy call. We are on lap 16 now, so Riley's coming into the pits at the end of lap 15. So too has Rubber. So clearly it was the tyres going off for Rubber, and they definitely would be if you spin that many times at turn 3. Olivier has caught up to the back of Ruben Andrade, so position could show its face there, maybe a return to the podium. It seemed fairly unlikely 8 laps ago when he was constantly spinning and dropping down to P5. Thank you, Colin. Thank you for that. Rubber running out of rubber. Lucas Weber's in the pits now for P16. Pit stop phase is about to begin. Is anybody else going to jump for the pits? Any of these guys? No, nobody pitting. We are a half distance. Weber's going to drop a lap down now. He could be P21 and last. Surprised we've seen no sign of the safety car this race, considering the amount of crashes we've had. Oh, a little squirrely again from Andrade out of turn 1. This is going to be perfect opportunity for Olivier. He's going to go the inside to the right-hand side of Ruben Andrade. I have F5. There we go. Can't hear the sound from this distance. But he does make that move. Does Jack Olivier on Ruben Andrade. What about Noply? Labiak into the pits from P9. That's not where that is where the guys were. Nesh is in as well. We should see most drivers diving for the pits now. Lowy's coming towards turn 9, so we'll see what he does. Labiak rejoins in P11 behind Vivos and Costa, but ahead of Riley. Riley's there P11, and there's I see Matty Labiak just ahead. So Labiak held on well. Lowy has not pitted yet. He's just going to start lap 18 and he's not pitted. Nobody else pitting though, it seems. But I can see people are supposed to be pitting for tyres. No fuel stops though. Olivier will dive for the pits. Other than that, no one else. Maybe Feemster will be next. So past half distance in this first round. And some great racing and some great crashes. What more could you want? What more could you want? Nopli will dive to the pits and will follow Thomas Cameron, who's currently running in P6. Fonseca is in as well. I expect this is where most people will dive because they think, okay, one stop, yeah, let's go now. Rather than thinking, okay, I'm going to try and extend my first stint and make the second stint easier. Nopli is kind of struggling to get in there. I don't think he realises cars aren't collidable in the pits. Unless something's changed. Riley's managed to get within a second, just about within a second of Matty Babiak, so there's could be a move coming up soon. So he sets a personal best, 24-1 from Riley. Certainly looks confident. Rubber does a 23-3. Is that a personal? That's a personal best, obviously, but not a fastest lap. Just about. Just about. There's a fresh mediums on him as well. Fresh tyres on him as well. Still no sign of Lowy pitting. He's come across the line again. Labiak goes wide at turn 3. Riley goes for a torpedo move and just doesn't. Rubber has now dispatched TC Gaming. Bertrand into the bits from P2. He is reversing in the pit lane. He's missed it by a lot. He's missed his pit box by loads. Feemster's in. Here comes Jack Olivier. Jack Olivier has stopped. Bertrand hasn't moved from his pit box yet. Only now is he moving. So that's P2 gone. Andrade hasn't pitted, but it would surely be the loss of P2, P3 as well. So Bertrand will rejoin in P4 for now. In some clean air, which is good, but a long way behind Jack Olivier. Mistakes all the way through the field in multiple different shapes and sizes. Jake Feemster's going to come out of the pits. He's come out just behind Matty Labiak. There's Feemster. Veebles had a moment on the exit of turn number 1. So Labiak will look to have a move on Veebles. He's closing rapidly. Going to the right hand side. No, he goes to the left. Veebles was very defensive there, but Labiak makes the position. P5 for Matty Labiak now. And I believe that is a net P5. Yes, just Andrade left to pit, and Lowy. Veebles has not pitted. So they are the only 3 drivers yet to pit. Yeah, just Lowy, Andrade, and Veebles left to pit. Andrade is in the pits now, so we'll see where he rejoins. He could rejoin. There's a small chance of him rejoining right behind Jack Olivier, just to make things interesting in this late phase. Rubber has dispatched Veebles. Rubber has pitted. This is the thing. Rubber's pitted. He's P8 now, so he's going to make some gains. He's going to try and pass Riley, Feemster, and Labiak fairly quickly. He's going to pull to the right immediately, coming towards turn number 9. Well, Riley will wisely back out of that move. And again, Rubber goes a little wide onto the red curb, which in F1 would be a track limits violation. I'm not entirely certain of the Veebles is finally into the pits, but still no sign of Lowy or Olivier. They're both going long. That is the classic Lowy method, to go long, and Jack Olivier is clearly learning from that. Oh no, Jack Olivier has pitted. He's rejoining P2. Yeah, that's why Lowy hasn't pitted. Jack Olivier has. That's why the gap is 46 seconds. Oh, I knew that. I knew that Olivier. So Lowy is the only driver yet to pit. Olivier setting purple middle sectors. 34.6 in the middle sector there. We're expecting time. This will be probably the point in time where drivers will be the fastest, because it's lower fuel with the freshest tyres. If you want to see fast lap, now's your chance. Rubber having another moment on the exit turn 6. He's got to go through the gravel, so too's Jake Feemster. Here comes Riley again. Here he is. Easy move. Can TC Gaming do anything about this? Rubber is not having a good day. Although he's just the king of Magic Colours. We've still got 14 laps to go. Ish. Oh, Roshik had a spin on the going through turn 6. He's going to drop behind Vivos as well. The Roshu Racing teammate. Labour's having a crap day. P18 for him. Cheesy battling with Cannon for P19 meanwhile. I'm glad they're having fun. Rubber spun it again. He's come together with Riley at turn 1. Rubber, what are you doing? Riley's rejoined P12. That's ruined Riley's race. Rubber is going to have many penalties, I think, tomorrow. Nopla is going to have a look at Rubber, who's still having some oversteer issues coming out of turn 3, but who doesn't? It's turn 3. It's not the best corner. So Lowe is going to rejoin. Olivia's only just coming around turn 9 now, and Lowe is coming out of the pit exit. Lowe spun on pit exit! Lowe spun on pit exit! I don't know how he did that, but he has. It's not going to change anything though, because Lowe is still in the lead by a healthy margin of about, that's not 18 seconds, it'll be less than that. It'll be more like 10 or 8 or 10. Personal bests all the way down. 22.9 fastest lap from Jack Olivier. That's interesting. Charbatron did a purple middle sector as well, so he's looking very strong as well in this late stage of the race. Jake Feemster has done personal best as well, as he's holding on to the back of Matty Leviat. They're both going to go ahead and just... what's the word? Ollie? Is it an Ollie there? Do an Ollie over that sausage curve. TC Gary managed to get past Rubber. Let's watch this, because Rubber's getting flustered. You can tell Rubber's flustered. He's going to go to the outside at turn 3. Thomas Cameron on this occasion will let him pass, and he's almost spun again. Oh, no, he's kept it going this time. Applies here. Ready to pick off some positions. Lowy has only ever finished off of the podium once, and that was the last time out in AF1 at the Indy 250. Other than that, before that, the last time he lost a race in AF1 was here at the Red Bull Ring in season 4. Yes, season 4 of AF1, which goes back as far as I think October. That was the last time he lost an AF1 race. Cheesy's had a spin from last place. There's still lots of battles going on in this late stage of the race, which is excellent to see. My ping's going to shoot up in a second. It's much on 75, yeah. Jake Feemster. He is now within 3/10 of Matty Lebiak. So there could be a dive bomb coming up in turn 3 now. Not this time, but a good exit through turn 3. And turn 4 is waiting for you to strike. It's a proper dive bomb corner if ever I've seen one. Yeah, the last time I was at AF1 race before the Indy 250. No move this time. Trader Joe looking on his teammate Mario Fonseca. It all seems to have calmed down now, but we're within the last 10 minutes of the race. 10 laps of this race. So, maybe time to bring out your party tricks. Give it that extra push. We'll see. Lap 24 of 33. Is your race leader Lowy coming up some lap traffic in the form of Lucas Weber and Adam Roshek, so he's already lapping P18 and P17. I'm so looking forward to later on in the season when we got Norris Spring. Buenos Aires is going to be a great car. Buenos Aires is a great car, a great track with these cars. Jake Teams is still very close to Matty Lebiak, but not close enough to pull a move. Not yet, at least. A little wide moment from Matthew Labiak through turn 4. It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. That would have been cheesy. Yeah, that's cheesy doing that. It must have lost it in the exit of turn 3. I'm a little surprised by Cheesy. He looked quite strong in practice. Certainly compared to his pace in qualifying in the race. He qualified last. He was running up as high as P12 early on in this race until a couple of collisions with guys. Not his fault, I think. Yeah, I'll turn the engine noise down. Actually, I'll do something better. I'll switch to my other mic. And here come. Is that the right one? Yeah, I should be right. Camera as Mike as Jake Feemster goes to the inside. Can Labiak swoop around the outside, hold on to the position? Well, he's got a good run. That is a very good run out of turn 3 from Labiak, and he'll take that back straight away. Fastest lap from Lowy, 22.6. Good run out of turn 4 from Feemster. Looks to the inside through 5, which is the outside through 6, so it's unlikely they've come together. I don't know what happened there. I think that was maybe an understeer moment from Labiak to collide with Feemster, and Rubber inherits P5. Oh, and Feemster has a bad rejoin. He had to rejoin pretty quickly. Thomas Cameron will now take P7, and here comes... Is that Noplite? That is Noplite for P8. So many incidents, so little time before bedtime on Monday. Oh, it's going to be a slog. Do join us though. It's going to be... We'll try and keep it light-hearted. Noplite is looking very strong. You're going to look on Thomas Cameron now. Who's your driver of the race, guys? Whoa! Thomas Cameron had a moment on the curb there. And Noplite couldn't avoid it. Couldn't avoid it. Trader Joe into the pits for the second time. Jake Fields looks a little squirrely on his tyres. Is he pitted? Did he pit for tyres? Or did he just do his drive-through? No, he has pitted, yes. He pitted 7 laps ago. Damn it! Hi, Mario Fonseca. Hi, person on the front of the car. I had no idea. I've gone into this blind and I didn't realise that was on there. Perfect. Lowy leads on lap 27 of 33. Jack Olivier P2, and Andrade is going to get a podium in this race, which is excellent for him. Charles Bertrand will be thinking what might have been if he had just paid attention and looked for his pit box. And Rubber, same too for Rubber, except he didn't miss his pit box. He just had a full... Well, he messed up many times. Many mistakes, many crashes. So that might not be the end of it for Rubber. He could end up much lower down with some penalties after the stewards stream tomorrow. So do join us for that. Cheesy going slow on the right hand side. They're getting out of everybody's way very nicely. Felipe spun on the exit turn 3, but he's out of the way of everybody. I don't know whose face that is. Okay, F5 cam. Should I wait for F5 cam? Because Fonseca's looking pretty close to Noplite. Is he going to make a move into turn 3? No, too far back. I think he's on his own up ahead. Needs a good run here. That is a good run, though. Costa's spun. He was P13. Did he come together with Nesh, I wonder? We'll switch back to Fonseca. He's looking to the outside into turn 4. Oh, a little sluggish out of turn 4, but takes P8, yes, P8 from Noplite. But yeah, who's your driver of the day, guys? Is that Toto? It looks like Toto, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's Toto. Miguel Costa's managed to recover again and is already on the back of V-Wolfs. Both of these drivers have been in the wars. Both of them have shown a really good performance today. At times. My driver of the day, I'm torn between four drivers. Andrade, Bertrand, Riley. Who was the fourth one I had in mind? Thomas Cameron was in there as well. And in fact, speaking of Riley, he is on the back of Noplai. I don't know, I'll make my decision on driver of the day at the end of the race, I think. That was a weird ping moment. I thought they'd both just gone, nah, we're just done. We'll just stop here. Costa and Vivels switch positions. P14 for Costa, P15 for Vivels. But this is not over by any stretch. Down turn 4. Down to turn 4 is the next one. Vivels probably squeezing Costa, who goes a little... Oh, gets a little... rear end slidey moment out of turn 4. Keeps the car facing the right direction. Jake Feemster, small. That's really late on the straight. He's crashed really late on. So he's going to pass by Fonseca. Is Noplai going to get involved? Oh, Feemster has another moment there. So he will take P8. Can Riley join this and take a P9? Closes right up to the back of Noplai. Feemster again getting squirrely through turn 3. Is Noplai going to make a move? He's close enough. Left or right, Noplai? Should we flip a coin? Oh, he gets very close. He could have made a dive there, but decided against it. Quite wise, I think. As Mario Fonseca has a moment on the exit of turn 4, he'll drop back. Behind quite a few cars, TC Gaming is going to take advantage of that as well. That's that done. Fern's here as well, who's had quite the day. All over the field. But he's settled in P12. Or is he? Because that's going to turn to P11 soon, maybe. He just has to get past Fonseca. TC Gaming's up there as well. So is Riley, so is Noplai, so is Feemster. This is a 6-car battle for P7. AF1 is as strong as ever, baby. Ping moment through turn 10 for me. Yay. He is looking close, is Fern. Fern was looking really strong in quali. So look out for him later on in this season. Fern goes down the inside. Textbook move. Can he make the apex? He does, but goes deep. Fonseca's on the right. You can hear him. Now you can see him. Fern on the left now. Down the inside. In fact, Labiak's in this battle as well. It's P6. Oh! Well avoided from both of them. I don't know what happened to Labiak because he's suddenly in the battle with Feemster. I thought they had separated. Feemster's having a little look down there, but decides against it. Noplai is going to make a move into turn 6. You would think. No, he's not gonna. And Lowy, soon enough, is going to catch up to this. And he's probably going to want to back off to make sure he doesn't get involved in it. He's got the gap. He's got 18 seconds. Not a good run through turn 9 for Noplai, but a worst run for Labiak through turn 10. Here comes Jake Feemster. Takes P6. Noplai, we'll go with Noplai for the bird's eye view of this. As Labiak's going to try and swing around the outside. Nope, he's just made it worse for himself because here's Noplai. He's going to take the position. He's going to take Jake Feemster as well, surely. Are we going to be 3 wide towards turn 3? I think we are. Noplai's going to go to the inside. He's going to go to the middle of the two of them. Do they all realise where each other... Do they all realise where they all are? Yes, for now. They've come together again as Jake Feemster and Labiak. Feemster's round. He'll be pissed. Feemster will be rightly pissed at how this race has gone for him. He had so much pace. Lebiak will maintain P6, Noply P7. Fern has recovered to P8. That was P12 this time last lap. TC Gaming P9. Fonseca is now P10. I will note Charles Bertrand is closing the gap to Ruben Andrade. There's only a couple of laps to go, so there's probably not enough time to make a move, but he is closing rather rapidly. 0.6 faster on the last lap was Bertrand on Andrade. So these guys are now going to start lap 32 of 33. Fern's looking very close to Noply. Doesn't make the move. Here we go towards turn 3 again. There's 3 of them, so it can only be 3 wide, hopefully, for the stream's sake, because this is awesome. All of this is just awesome. Noply, very close to Lebiak. Lebiak defends. Noply to the outside. He's going to try and pull a cutback. That didn't work because Lebiak just shot that door, and everybody's just got... everyone's just had to slow up. We'll run on board with Fern, who's at the back of this. Noply, very close to Lebiak still. A move into turn 4 is not out of the question. Oh, very close for Fern. Nearly wipes out Noply in turn 4. They all survive for now. Thomas Cameron's on this. Lebiak's wide through 6. Lowy is not far behind this, you know. They're coming through turn 8. Lowy's coming towards turn 7. It's close. Late shenanigans. Bertrand has caught Ruben Andrade. We'll come back to that as that unfolds. These guys have still got 1 lap to go. They're starting lap 33 now. Fern's wide through turn 10. Is anybody going to make a move into the final lap? You've got it. It's the final lap. You can't not. Lowy wins. Fern spins. Rhymes. Riley will finish P12, so that's that confirmed. Feemster's spun off again. He may be colliding with Fern on his rejoin. Noply and Lebiak side by side. Noply's going to try and pull the switch. Oh, try to cut back. They do tap. Cheesy takes an early leave there. Olivier comes home second. Is Bertrand close enough to make a move? He is not. Ruben Andrade takes the podium. Bertrand is 4th. We'll switch back to this because this is still going strong. Noply almost got taken around the outside by TC Gaming. That's a breather for Matty Lebiak, who will hopefully take home P6 now. Robert's going to come home P5. Thomas Cameron to the inside through 6. Nothing there.
So close for Bertrand.
It's not over. Shut up, Polly. 2 corners to go. They're too far away, surely now. Shut up, Polly. They're too far away, surely. Unless Thomas Cameron can make a dive move. No, he almost loses it. Considering Fonseca's right by there, I wouldn't be making a mistake that late on. But it will be Lebiak who finishes P6. Noply just about finishes P7. Thomas Cameron finishes an excellent 8th place, I've got to admit. Fonseca 9th. Fern finishes 10th. Beautiful flip. And Feemster 11th. Riley 12th, as I said. Then Nesh, Vivolfs, Lucas Weber takes home the final point. Then Miguel Costa in 16th. Adam Roshek 17th. Trenajo 18th. Cano 19th. Cheesy 20th. And Felipe Contreras will finish P21. Now you can talk, Polly. What do you want to say? Hello. Proceeds to not. Polly, how was that race?
I was already talking. I was not even at my house, so I couldn't watch it. I just watched from live timings. So I didn't actually see any of the action, unfortunately.
Well, there was plenty of it, so I highly recommend you watch it back. What a race.
Yeah, I need to. The only thing I was looking for was Bertrand getting a podium, and
he missed out by a quarter of a second, so look for him later on in this season. He is looking super strong.
Yeah. He's very good with this car. He was strong in the weekly we did in this car when he didn't have any practice, and he's still just as strong with practice. So he's got quite good pace in this
Yeah.
car. He missed his pit box, which is a bit of a.
That sucks. That really sucks. Because that's an easy P3 there, and maybe even P2. He lost a lot of time, and he had similar pace to Jack Olivier through most of this race. My driver today is, I think it's going to go to. It would be Charbatron, but he had a mistake. Andrade's probably had the fewest mistakes, but Thomas Cameron's taken advantage exactly when he needed to. I'm going to go for Andrade this time. Andrade for my driver of the day there.
I'd say Andrade. Actually, I would have said Feimster or Fern, seeing as they both dropped down to dead last at one point in the race. But they were up to 8th or 7th at one point, but I guess they just lost. Right?
Both of them got involved in lots of collisions. Some arguably their fault, some definitely not their fault. So we'll see on the Steward stream tomorrow. We're going to have a bit of a. Oh, it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one tomorrow.
Cool.
Charbatron saying in Twitch chat he saw a red thing at the end of the pits and thought it was his pit box. Except for the fact that his was at the start of the pits and not at the end of it.
Oh no.
I mean, I can see what he means. You're driving into the pits. If there's someone in the box with the, if you've got driver labels on, you'll see the red mark and you think, there it is. Or even if you look down all of here, some of these will just have the default, Assetto Corsa logo on. So you'll see a lot of red signs there. So
she's saying the red barrier at the very, very end of the.
The red barrier very end.
The other end, go.
This one.
Keep going. No, red barrier at the very, very end.
This is a red barrier.
Keep going. I'm not sure if you're looking at what I'm looking at. So.
Watch the Twitch stream and it might make sense. That's a red barrier. He's probably thinking that.
No.
Yes, that one. He says it's that one. That is that one. He says it's that one.
Yes. I don't know how he's, confused that. But...
So, Demise, and I think next week, pit stop practice is in order.
Yeah, Hockenheim. Good.
Hockenheim is going to be great. We've had people, I think, we've had people in the past have issues with pit boxes. I think I remember Beauty having issues with the pit box the last time we did AF1 at Hockenheim. He also had issues with me crashing into him twice at Hockenheim.
Something AFM.
No, not even. We didn't get that far with AFM.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, something interviews as well.
Should we do interviews? I don't know who wants to do an interview, or if it's worth it.
Well, Jack and Loey's in the chat, so.
Jack and Loey's in the chat. Let's start off with Loey. Why not? Drag him in here.
Did Rubber finish 5th?
Yes.
Okay, Loey gets here.
No problem.
No problem indeed.
Sorry.
Hello, Loey.
Hello.
Congratulations on the win. Your first win in AF1 since last season in race 4. That sentence did not go where I thought it was going to go. How did you think? How did you feel that went? You seem to have full control over that.
Yeah, except for the moment at the pit exit, where I did do a, let's call it a pro gamer move. I was watching the stream and hit the pit exit wall, and yeah.
So you clipped the pit exit wall, did you say?
Yeah, I clipped the pit exit wall and then spun across the track.
Ooh. We just caught the end of that. I saw the red name come. I was like, Loey! I just looked at it and it's like, oh.
Otherwise, I was lucky that that the guys behind me were fighting so much in the first few laps, so I could pull a gap.
They were fighting for most of the race.
Yeah, but then I just was managing the tires for the whole first stint. That's why I went so long.
Yeah, I've noticed. I mentioned it last season when you won in Kota. You have this is sort of a standard strategy for you, going long on your first stint and saving the tyres. Can you see yourself doing that in other races? Are there any races where you expect it to be a 2-stop this season?
Oh, honestly, I haven't had the chance to check yet. So we'll see there then when we're there at the tracks. But Yeah, if it's marginal with the one stop again, we'll be tire saving again. But I would be looking forward to races where you could just push all the time. Would be more fun.
I mean, yeah, they're always more fun when you can just push. But I see some people like Rubber struggle to make it. He got lapped 15, but he got involved in a lot of spins, so his tyres went off. So was it quite marginal? How much sort of tyre saving did you have to do to make it even to half distance?
I did I did pit into lap 20, I think.
Yeah.
But I was tire saving from lap 2 onwards. Like being really cautious on the exit of turn 3, especially turn 4, and then the last 2 turns.
Yeah. Talking about lap 1, you had a lot of quite a challenge from Charbatron. It just sort of appeared out of nowhere. You looked to have a good gap at the start, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, I'll break myself into T3 because of the low tire pressures and more weight, and I just overcooked it there. Then he had a run on me, but luckily I could get him back on a straight and into turn 4, 5, and then it was pretty much smooth sailing from then on.
Yeah. I mean, you have to see yourself as a championship protagonist in this season. I think it's crazy for anyone not to think of you as a championship protagonist. But that kind of depends on whether you join most, like, or all of the races, which you haven't done for the last few seasons.
And I can already say that I won't be here for next race. So.
It begins. I think the last time you joined like most races was season 2.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because you sort of get halfway through and realise, okay, I think I'm far enough ahead, or I'm not being challenged enough, and I go, okay, I'll just do something else for the last few weeks.
And I remember that I just waited for the point where it was impossible for Dirty to catch me, I think, and then I just relaxed and didn't join any more races.
Excellent.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah. Right. In that case, we will see you in 2 weeks' time for Suzuka, hopefully.
Yes.
In theory.
I'm looking forward to that track.
I'm looking forward to Norris Ring personally.
We're using the reboot version of that, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Excellent track then. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Lovely. See you then. I'll send you back now.
Yeah, see ya.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Even though I haven't been able to do like RBR, I just went into like laps just because it's so fun with these kinds of cars.
The F317 just looks just great. It's going to be great racing all season. So absolutely join us for as many races as you can. We're back next week, same time for Hockenheim. Was that 31 laps, I think, for that race?
Hockenheim should be, I believe.
31, yes.
Wait, let me check. Yeah, there you go.
Other than that, that will be it for this week. We've got the Steward Stream tomorrow, of course. That's at normal time. That is 6 p.m. UTC. Other than that, next week we have the return of AF3 for round 5 after its mid-season break. That's at Jerez in the Porsche Caymans. AF2 returns next week for round 3 at Spa. Woo! With the endurance pit lane, the long pit lane. So that's going to be very interesting for strategy, perhaps. And then we have the return of... so AFX and AF4 take a week off. AF1 will be back next week as well for round 2 at Hockenheim. But until then, it's goodbye from Polly.
It is.
Wonderful. And goodbye from me. I'm trying to say goodbye and you say, it is. Like, okay, great. Thanks, Polly. Ruin my outro again. Bye.